So it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently,
we're going to stop this interview if you're going to keep attacking my colleagues.
Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will have equal time to Joe Biden when they both join us now at later this week in Atlanta for this debate.
Is that acceptable to the president? Would he be okay with that?
That is something, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals, that is something that Congress should kind of, because of dysfunction inside Russia, a Russian warlord himself.
The president and Dr. Biden, they decided to put me in this position. They decided that they wanted Karine Jean-Pierre, with all of the things, all the communities that I represent, clearly being a Black person, right? Being a Black woman. They said, we want you to represent us.
Right. We
want you to represent the White House. We want to meet this moment that we're in. And we know that you are beyond capable of doing that, right? You are experienced, and you are the voice that we want to have. So knowing that, Stacey, knowing that I am representing the voice of the president, then I have to do that, right? I mean, that's the job.
Now, finally, today, President Biden met with 3 U.S. winners of the 2022 Nobel Prize. Dr. Caroline Bertozzi, who won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Dr. John Clauser, who won the Nobel Prize in Physics, and Dr. Douglas Diamond, who won the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences. The president is restarting an important tradition that just like he does for winning sports teams, as you have seen him do in the past 20 months or so, the president meets with U.S. winners of the Nobel Prize, expand the boundaries of what is possible. Their work is a reminder of why President often says that the America can be defined by one word, and you all know that word that he uses is possibilities. With that, I'm going to go out of school for a second. Look, this is an important civil rights accomplishment that was achieved in a bicameral and a bipartisan way, and it got that support. And this question was well litigated throughout the legislative process, where it passed with both chambers of bipartisan support. And I think that matters, right? Bicameral, bipartisan support was had for this piece of legislation.
In the legislation, so it does not codify discrimination.
Look, what we're saying to you today is that this piece of legislation was done in a bipartisan, bicameral way, and it will make a difference for millions of Americans across the country. Nearly 70 years since the Korean armistice, you think about the Infrastructure Reduction Act, that's going to create jobs, which describes authoritatively prices are around $70 per gallon. Right now, $1.7 billion in deficit deduction under this administration. Oil companies are ranking in record profits, as we have seen. We refrain the flexibility to replenish at any market price, equal measures of freedom, prosperity. He's going to be talking to the respondents on the ground who have been done a tremendous work. And I would refer you to the United Kingdom government on the border logistics of the Queen. Europe gas shortage will be full by the critical winter heating season. Germany will reach their target gas shortage, have their claim adjudicated on a case-by-case basis. Pipeline of Nord Stream 1. So the sanction we've imposed, we believe, do stand in the way of the European gas shortage will be full.
Any other details you can share with us? Who may have briefed him?
Just give me 1 second. That corruption is, as we're dealing with the Northern Triangle, is dealt with. Hold on a second. I did have something that I wanted to share with all of you. If I can find it really quickly. Just give me a second. I don't have it with me.